the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Washington Wizards. Looking at the last game for Washington, it was a loss to Brooklyn. They suffered an upset loss, perhaps a loss of focus, but you can be certain that won't be the case tonight. We'll be checking out Eric Bledsoe in this one. Bledsoe, undersized even for a point guard, but despite that, gets to the rim a lot, can attack a defense. How's he do it, Shaq?
Well, Ernie, he's stronger than any other point guard in the league. And he protects the ball with his body as he attacks, like Nick Van Exel used to do.
Oh, really? Yeah. Good call.
Strongest point guard?
I would say so. He gets his body into the defender, and he is a tough guy to move defensively. Yeah, I would say toughest and strongest.
And now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan, also tough and strong, for the tip.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Eastern Conference battles, always fun. This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers intent on protecting home court. This their first look at this year's Washington squad. They will be out for revenge after losing to them in last year's playoffs in 6 games.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, LeBron James does not mind being a vocal leader. He said conflict was just part of the game for me growing up. I played outdoors, and if you didn't win, you might not play again for the rest of the day. Now I'm the leader of this team, and I expect nothing less than greatness out of all of us. I'm going to hold everyone accountable, including myself. Kevin?
And that's so great to hear, D.A. LeBron is a proven leader and champion, as we all know, expects to contend for a championship every year. The new year getting ramped up, always a roller coaster ride, which is fun. Brent, have you ever been on a team that, say, started slowly, then really turned it on late, or the other way around?
Well, I've been on teams that started slowly and finished slower, Kevin, if that helps you out at all. That's no
that's
fun.
Not good.
Yeah, no fun whatsoever. A little bit of both throughout 14 years of playing experience in the NBA, Kevin, and it's just interesting. This is why coaches are so often talking about asking for players to be on the roster that give you consistent effort and to try to stay as even-keeled as possible, whether things are going well or your team is performing poorly. You know there's still a standard at which you want each of your guys to perform at and consistently give you that effort.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So on the floor for Washington, Morris and Gortat together down low. A great scoring pair of wings. Beal the 2, Porter the 3, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. Cleveland with the ball. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably 1 or 2 possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Shoots from 14, and he drops that one in. Wall's got the opening field goal of the game for Washington.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Scratching my head a little bit about how the defense is trying to play this. No one there really contesting the shot.
Drops in the tray.
Love is awesome at reading the defense. When they're not up on him, he's going to let it rip.
Wall dishes to Morris. Gortat with a screen on LeBron. And Porter, here we go. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Washington shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
So he gets them both. And the Cavs' big three completed with the trade of #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins to Minnesota for Kevin Love. Brent, if they had to do it all over again, you still think they make that trade?
Absolutely, Kevin. They brought a championship to Cleveland, a drought of 54 years, and Kevin Love was a big reason why they got to the top of the mountain. So I would absolutely make that trade.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Outside, Wall. Kicks to Gortat over Thompson, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
And the pass to Love. The Cavaliers keep it going, a new 24-second shot clock. He was all alone on that one. Love's got 8 points. Washington trailing. Outside, Wall. Floats one up. That shot missing, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. LeBron kicks to Bledsoe. Love wide open. He fires. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And 11 points for Kevin Love.
Amazing that Kevin Love came into the league as a post-up player, now a devastating outside shooter.
Fades away. Morris, no good.
I'd just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
Porter against James. Love with the screen on Porter to the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Rose. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Rose has got his first 2 points of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Outside, Porter. Morris a screen. It's stolen by Rose. Lobbed up there for Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, with Tristan's motor and that kind of reach, great job on finishing off the alley-oop.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now here's Wall. 14 points from him the last game against Brooklyn.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
LeBron against Porter. LeBron passes to Thompson. Back to LeBron. Inside. Gortat with the steal. There's Beal with the 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Bledsoe kicks to LeBron. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Bledsoe dishes to James. 6 to shoot. Back to Bledsoe. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Thompson passes to Rose. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Wall's shot is off.
This is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible. Not getting anything to go.
Outside Rose. Bledsoe sets the screen for Rose. Love can't hit. Wizards trail by 9. Beal gets a wide open look. That doesn't go either for Beal. And here's Cleveland. They're on a 17-6 run. LeBron kicks to Thompson. Rose against Beal. 14 feet away. Here's Love. Porter with a block. Beal against Rose. And Beal kicks to Morris. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
Yeah, you bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
Now here's Bledsoe. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Bulls in Chicago.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
Bledsoe with it. Covered by Wall. Bledsoe kicks to Love. But he gets it back.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, it felt like they were teenagers during the summer. Low levels of activity, allowed too many good looks. Just not their night.
And Washington making a change here. Spates checked in for Gortat. Harrell comes in for Markieff Morris. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Langston Galloway subbed in for John Wall. Back to Love. To the paint. A nice shot by Baldwin. And now it's a 12-point Cavalier lead.
I admire how well Love is playing on the offensive end, realizing that one of his teammates is open, so get him the ball.
The feed to Harrell. Here's Galloway. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And it's Harrell missing. The Cavaliers leading by 12.
Kevin Love, such a versatile offensive player who can pass, who can shoot with range. I like him looking to score inside to get himself going, and that's the way that the offense has tended to go. First quarter seems to belong to Kevin Love.
Galloway dishes to Harrell over Love, and it comes off the front of the rim. Cleveland's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Love draws the double. Kicks it out to James. Over to the left wing. Pass to Baldwin. It's tipped. Also picked by Love. The second chance effort. A nice shot by Baldwin. And you can't defend Kevin Love with smaller players. He can take him down on the block.
Well, he can back them up a little bit, Kevin. Then go to either hand. Use the right, use the left, and shoot the jump hook over the top. And then sometimes if he slows himself down, has a great pump fake to draw in the contact.
Here's Galloway following the score by Cleveland. He feeds it to Harrell. And that one hits back iron. The Cavaliers leading by 14. To the left side wing. It's a pick by Love. Kicks it out to LeBron. Feeds it to Love. And it's sent back by Spates.
Not known as a shot blocker, but the effort from Spates got him in the right spot, and he affected the shot. His shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon, because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Now here's James. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Baldwin. Oubre pulls it in.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time he chose wisely.
A different look now for Cleveland. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Kevin Love. And Smith subbed in for James. Jordan Crawford's checked in for Washington. Here's Galloway. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Harrell kicks to Oubre. He dishes it to Spates to stop the drought. That shot misses. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Baldwin the pass to Holmes. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the first. Smith dishes to Shumpert. Cleveland moving the ball around. Baldwin kicks to Smith. A beautiful reverse layup. Smith's got his first points of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Passes it to Harrell. Here's Galloway. Back to Harrell. The dish to Oubre. Crawford outside. This one for three. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Smith the pass to Baldwin. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
There's Galloway. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Picked by Harrell. Lets it go from the wing. Galloway with the bucket.
That screen made it impossible for the defense to put up any kind of fight.
Cleveland's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Down low, here's Holmes, and Holmes throws it down.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
There's Galloway. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. He kicks it to Oubre. Dishes to Harrell. Takes the 13-footer. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. And we'll be right back after this. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous, tremendous leadership.
I put all the pressure on me to be better and come through for my teammates. This is the position I put myself in. It's the position I put our team in, and as the leader and the guy that goes out there and make things happen, that's the way it's going to be.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after 1.
Well, they found a little bit of space out there on the perimeter, and they have a shared confidence right now. That tends to breed some success for this team.
We've got Baldwin. Rashawn Holmes out there with Zizic. Then there's J.R. Smith. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM, and he even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. There's Galloway. It's good. Galloway has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Wizards. There's the pick. To the left wing. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Cavaliers.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
John Wall's checked in for the Wizards. And you look at the Cavs coach, Tyronn Lue. Brent, what stands out to you?
Well, he's got confidence. I would tell you, Kevin, I'd have confidence, too, if that number 23 was suiting up for me every night. But he demands accountability. He demands a respect for the game. And this team has had a tremendous run in the early stages of Ty Lue's coaching career.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation, using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Count that bucket.
And the tight defense there only seems to increase Wall's focus. Gives him a little extra lift on the jumper.
There's a screen. to the middle. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pulls up with the tip. Tries yet again. It's tipped.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Baldwin. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Bulls in Chicago. Holmes can't get it to go in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now here's Oubre. He's covered closely. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, that's some good O there. Always like to see them getting those interior looks.
Here's Baldwin, and he goes in for the dunk.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here is Wall. Washington calls timeout. And we've seen coaches that yell. You've seen some that show no emotion and everything in between. In your opinion, what's the perfect mental makeup for an NBA coach?
I don't think, Kevin, there's any exact science to what coaching can be. And I think the best coaches just have an innate ability to know when to push buttons, how to push buttons, and to do it on an individual level. There are many times that a coach can make the biggest impact with his player, Kevin, taking him aside and having conversations rather than doing everything in front of the team. And I think the best coaches have a pulse of each player on their team and take the time to go and do that.
Now here's Rose. After Markieff Morris's miss, it's stolen by Wall. And now Wall running the floor all by himself. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Eric Bledsoe. And I think everyone can now agree that John Wall is one of the better point guards in the NBA.
No doubt. At this point, when you factor in his production, he's got to be in the top 5, if not top 3 guards in the league. One of the better passers we have as well. It's just hard to find guards that can create so easily the way Wall can.
Now here's Bledsoe. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Outside, Wall. And a miss there on the triple.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Holmes kicks to Bledsoe. Out to the right wing. Rose attacking. Here's Zizic. He can't hit that time. Gortat with the defensive effort. Crawford dishes to Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from John Wall. Rose against Crawford. Holmes kicks to Bledsoe. To Holmes. Shoots over Gortat. Offensive rebound. Zizic passes to Smith. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Smith missing again. Wizards trail by 11. Pass to Crawford. There's a screen by Gortat. Crawford dishes to Gortat. Wall against Bledsoe. And again, John Wall. Wall's got 11 points.
This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he could take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him.
Rose in the post, guarded by Crawford. And the basket by Rose. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
And the defense tried to slow him down, but Derrick Rose just a handful when he gets around the rim.
And Wall kicks to Morris to the inside. Here's Gortat. The kick out to Wall. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They led by as many as 18 points.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Out to Smith. Out to the wing. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Gortat with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Outside, Wall. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Zizic. Love comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's LeBron in for Smith. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Beal's checked in. Morris a screen. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Beal.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
10,000 hours of practice at work here, blocking out all distractions and just shooting your shot.
And it's Love missing.
Gotta make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. The defense was just okay.
Stolen by Thompson. Bledsoe against Wall. Kicks it out to Love. Another miss by Love.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Morris a screen. And Wall kicks to Morris. Back to Wall. 4 on the shot clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Wall's got 11 points in the quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Bledsoe passes to Love. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. 17 points for Love.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Now here is Gortat over Thompson. Good D by Thompson.
And they continue to control the glass.
Now James. Right side Rose. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Kicks to Thompson. Good on the baseline, Jay. And now it's an 11-point Cavalier lead.
Good awareness from EB there. He knows that's his job. Get the ball to the open guys as the point guard.
And Wall kicks to Morris. Gortat with a screen on LeBron. Porter with it. Picked up by Love. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Shumpert is checked in for Derrick Rose. Langston Galloway's checked in for the Wizards. We've heard the rumors, Brent, the death of the big man, but with guys like Towns and Porzingis and others entering the league that can play on the perimeter and still have that length to make a difference inside, could we see a big man renaissance, or at least maybe see him have more of an impact than people are giving him credit for right now?
Well, I think what we're seeing is the evolution of the 5 spot, Kevin. So it's not that the big man is lost. It's that the big man's doing a lot of the things that the little man used to be asked to do, and that is shooting threes, handle the ball, make some decisions at the top of the key, be a playmaker. It's fascinating to watch guys with this sort of size and this sort of skill, and also being this young, having such a tremendous impact for the organizations they're playing for.
Porter, no luck. Cleveland leading by 8. Now here's Bledsoe. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Now the pass to Love. LeBron outside. That's a pick by Love. Off the screen.
No, that just happened. Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Wizards trail by 10. Galloway kicks to Porter. Shumpert against Beal. Morris with the screen for Beal. And the 3-ball is good. Beal's got 6.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Now here's James. He had 22 points in the win against Chicago. Up against Morris. And now here's LeBron. Guarded closely. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. And Thompson throws it down.
LeBron with the whip pass there. Good at surveying the court and spotting the open teammate.
1:27 left in the first half. Outside, Beal uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for him.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Thompson, a screen on Porter. James dishes to Thompson. Good work defensively by Morris.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Beal. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. They set the screen. And Gortat kicks to Morris. Stolen by Bledsoe. Here's Love. And Love throws it down.
I'm appreciating the versatility of Kevin Love in this one. Remarkable, finding different ways to score.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Beal from long range. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Shumpert passes to Thompson. And here is LeBron. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. John, the shot is working for you, maybe more than the drive tonight.
I'm just trying to do what the defense give me. They're giving me my jump shot right now, and I'm in a good rhythm. You see if they help me, I'm looking to pass my teammates. I'm not going to try to force the issue. If I got the shot, I got to take, I'm going to do it. I know my team need me to do more tonight, and that's what I want to do. If I want to be a match player and franchise player, I got to take my team along with me. That's what I'm trying to do.
Got to make them pay if they go under. Thanks, John. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They lead by 9 points. Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
You know what, Ernie? I got to give it up for Kevin Love. You can't forget about what he brings to the table. Great blend of skill and toughness inside. He's getting it done.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Wizards.
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge. And it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man's route, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. Well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound. They need to show some fight.
That's it for now as the second half's just about ready to go.
Welcome back to Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My wife and I toured that recently. It is worth the price of admission. Now the third quarter about to get going. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change, he's got a double-double.
Well, it's an impressive performance thus far, but it goes beyond just his ability right now. He's just simply outworking the opponent.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Wizards trail by 9. So on the floor for Washington, a great scoring pair of wings. Beal the 2, Porter the 3. Morris and Gortat together down low. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
The screen from Thompson. Off the pick. Rose attacking and finished off by Rose.
And that's the Derrick Rose of old. Full speed ahead and bursting to the rim.
Washington shooting 39% from the floor, at their best.
Back in 2008, Kevin Love was drafted with the 5th pick by Memphis and then traded to Minnesota, and he became the Timberwolves star player in a hurry. But they couldn't surround him with the kind of talent necessary to make it out of the lottery in the Western Conference.
Knocks it loose. Tries to save it and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
And here's a look at the stats for Thompson. A very nice season for him last year. Last season, put up about 7 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Wall dishes to Gortat. Here's Beal. No good. Good D by Thompson. And despite his production, Love's impact was questioned in Minnesota, even at times, Brent, by the Wolves front office.
The idea in Minnesota is they didn't want to commit to the full 5-year max and had Ricky Rubio at the time as the franchise player. And even the whispers after the trade of Kevin Love, you heard a lot of things that might have been unflattering, most of which I don't think were necessarily true. In the end, the trade worked out for both teams. Wiggins got to Minnesota, the Cavs got a star in Kevin Love, and then ended up with a title.
Now here's Wall, following the miss by Kevin Love. Over Bledsoe. And again, Washington, no good.
Well, they got to be more active on offense and maybe a little bit more. It's so difficult to stop him. Even when you hit him or pull at him or tug him or talk to him, but none of it works.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. Now here's Beal. He's got 8. Over Rose. The Wizards with another miss.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
The feed to Love. Back to LeBron. Down low, Thompson. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Washington calls timeout. Now, we all know, Brian, you grew up in a real basketball environment. What affected watching your dad and competing against your brothers and being in that conversation at the dinner table have on the development of your playing style?
Well, I think first and foremost what comes to mind, Kevin, is just competing. And it wasn't just competing at basketball. It was wiffle ball in the backyard, soccer in the fall, baseball in the spring, Monopoly during the weekends. So anything we could get our hands on that had to do with the game, yeah, it was about that competition.
And what do you do now in retirement? Is there what do you find to stimulate the competitive side?
Well, I beat my kids in Monopoly, I could tell you that.
Beal against Rose. Pass to Wall. He feeds it to Spates. He dishes it to Porter. Buries the long-range jumper. Porter's got 8 points.
Well, the defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
The screen from Thompson. LeBron outside. And the dunk by James.
Yeah, there's just pinball action going on right now. Once LeBron gets in there, he's going to finish.
Wizards trail by 12. And Wall kicks to Porter. Back to Wall. Now here's Harrell. He's guarded by Love. Nice ball movement by Washington. Harrell setting the pick for Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. After the basket by Washington. Love kicks to Rose. Kicks it out to Love. Covered by Wall. Back to James. Love kicks to LeBron. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Yeah, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
And Brett, when you look at the way LeBron has constructed his business empire, hiring his childhood friends to manage it, it's been talked about, but it's been successful.
Well, he's taken ownership, Kevin, of what his career has been, but he's also empowered those around them to have a future, to make a life. And he certainly is blazing his own trail as he's made his way through his career in the NBA.
Now, here's Wall. 15 points in the game. Over the decades, the way the league has grown, phenomenal. Due in no small part to the leadership. Brent, what are some of the key traits you've seen of these two great NBA commissioners?
I think the one thing about both David Stern and Adam Silver that they have done a great job with is that they're approachable. There doesn't seem to be a time, at least in an NBA player's career, where they don't feel like they could either call the office and within maybe a day or two hear from somebody from the league office. But the fact that both David Stern and Adam Silver find their way out to arenas throughout the regular season, come to see every team, that approachability, I think, far and away sets those two gentlemen aside.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for the Cavaliers.
And you look at the chart, and you see they have done a lot of their damage in the mid-range game. So often teams will try to force everything at the hoop or only rely on the 3 to score, but they have seen what the defense is giving them and taken every open look they've found.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
It's Crawford on the wing. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Harrell the pass to Spates. Fires it up. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling. Exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
Wall with a block. Crawford with the ball. Outside, Wall. Crawford right side. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Cleveland leading by 10. Here's Baldwin. He's got 10. Shoots over Oubre. Baldwin can't get it to go. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Over to the left wing. And again, Washington, no good. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Covered by Wall. Here's Holmes. Knocks down the 3-ball. Holmes got his second bucket of the night.
Well, in this day and age, big men shoot more and more 3-pointers, and he's fully capable of a triple.
Covered by Wall. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Maurice Spates. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 at the line here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Ramon Shumpert is checked in for the Cavaliers. And a switcher also for Washington. Langston Galloway's checked in for John Wall. Feeds it to Harrell. It's Crawford on the wing. Funded by Shumpert. Shumpert against Crawford. Lock at 6. Over Hernangomez. No good that time. Smith with the defensive effort. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Pass to Baldwin. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Wizards trail by 17. Galloway kicks to Crawford. Now here's Spates. Tight defense on him. To halt the run. That one a little long. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The Cavaliers, number 1. In the third position, the Wizards.
You know, both of these clubs forced a lot of turnovers and also converted offensively off of them. Very impressive.
Morris is checked in for Washington. Beal comes in for Jordan Crawford.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Now the dish to Harrell. He kicks to Beal. Nice ball movement by Washington. Pass to Morris. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Morris has got 6.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway, but he sure can make it count.
Shumpert in the corner. Morris with the block. Here's Galloway. Dishes it to Harrell. Out to the right wing. Outside, Beal. Out left to the wing. Harrell the pass to Morris. Fires from 14. And the shot falls short this time. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Here's Baldwin. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
For Cleveland, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. Gortat's checked in for Washington. Wizards trail by 20.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Beal. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
And both free throws good for Beal. The Cavaliers have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. And Shumpert kicks to Baldwin. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Galloway. Kicks it to Morris. Ripped away. 3-on-3. And the pass to Shumpert. It's stolen by Morris. Got a piece of it. Here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And he finished it off with a lay-in. Beal's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, that's great D there. A little petty larceny as he just picks his pocket and takes it coast to coast for the finish.
Bledsoe outside. Pulls up on the wing. They get it back. Out to Shumpert. 3-pointer. No good from Bledsoe. Wizards trail by 18. Outside, Beal. Here's Galloway. Buries it down low. Galloway has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Hernan-Gomez kicks to Bledsoe. Back to Shumpert. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last. Now Beal. Knocked away. And so it's Cleveland with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Bledsoe is out there with Rose. And it's Baldwin in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. From outside, off the mark. Washington shooting around 40% from the floor here. Galloway kicks to Porter. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Baldwin's got his 6th rebound on the night. Thompson, a screen on Porter. Here's Baldwin. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Baldwin's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Cleveland. There's Beal with the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from 3-point range. He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
James checked in for Baldwin. And a switcher also for Washington. Wall's checked in. Cleveland leading by 15. The screen from Thompson. Bledsoe against Wall. Gortat with the steal. On the wing, Porter. There's the feed to Wall, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on LeBron James.
Yeah, easy to appreciate Wall, an all-star caliber talent who just fills up the stat sheet.
The first free throw is good.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
He's perfect from the line this time. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Thompson, a screen on Porter. Off the screen.
I love LeBron being shifty on that play. Outstanding at going right to the rack with that size, strength, and speed.
Wizards trail by 15. Morris, a screen. And Wall kicks to Morris. Shoots from the elbow. Good.
I'm not sure why anyone would leave him alone at that range. Head scratcher.
To the right side. Porter against LeBron. Love right side. It's James atop the key. Shot clock at 6. Right wing. A 3-ball. Love can't hit.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
Porter dishes the Wall. Offline with his 3. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Love outside. Rose against Beal. Rose passes to Love. Rose kicks to Love. Sinks the 3-pointer. Love's got 22 points.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Wall dishes to Beal. Pass to Porter. Morris with a screen on James. Here's Porter. Another one falls for Washington.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
Thompson, a screen on Porter. James, the pass to Thompson. Bledsoe against Wall. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Justin Thompson with some force on that one.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And Beal kicks to Gortat. Bledsoe against Wall. Bledsoe with the defensive effort.
And those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
Rose with the ball. Now Beal defending. Bledsoe outside. Love dishes to Thompson. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 3 assists tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
Here's James.
Oh! Look out that finish.
Yeah, I'm not going to give LeBron any more space, but certainly like to see him dunk. How about that throwdown?
Now here's Wall. He dishes it to Beal. Morris a screen. Morris with the screen for Wall. Porter outside. That one no good. Good D by James. LeBron James on the wing. And James throws it down.
And I would say look out. Right now, LeBron James is locked in.
Wizards trail by 20. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. Washington gets it back. Gortat. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Gortat's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Bucket earned, out-muscling and out-hustling everybody for the rebound.
Love kicks to Rose. Back to Love. Here's Bledsoe. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Morris. Outside, Wall. Harrell kicks to Beal. The three-pointer, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 18. The drive by Love. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And that's now 24 points for Kevin Love. The Wizards have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Pick by Harrell. Here's Wall. And against the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
And Wall, just a talented offensive player, someone who lights up the shot chart from just about every area.
James, the pass to Thompson. Wall with the steal. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Cleveland's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Outside Rose. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Here's Thompson. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Bledsoe against Wall. Outside Beal. Pick by Harrell. Beal dishes to Harrell. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Cleveland leading by 17. LeBron outside. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Over Harrell. Off the left rim and out. For Washington, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Ball against Bledsoe. Shoots from the line. They grab their own miss. And it's Harrell missing.
His struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
And Brent, when you watch Tristan Thompson pursue offensive rebounds, he's constantly battling for position inside.
Well, he toes the line a lot with what he can get away with, but more and more the experience on the court and who it is that he's playing against does a great job of predicting where shots are coming off, finding angles on the inside, and being in great position to make easy scores.
Now here's Harrell, and he's good on the 3-ball. 13 points for Otto Porter Jr.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
Bledsoe kicks to Love. Gortat with the steal. And a wide open look for Porter. No good on the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Here's LeBron. And here's Rose outside. Washington shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Porter outside. The rebound by Kevin Love. Cleveland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Right wing. Rose passes to Thompson. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Outside, Wall. He feeds it to Beal. Gortat with his screen on Rose. Beal dishes to Gortat, and he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
And it's the little things that Marcin Gortat is so good at that helps you at that center position. His awareness of space, strong in the pick and roll, and also a solid finisher at the rim.
James against Porter. Goes back up. He can't hit that time. Good D by Thompson.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
It's LeBron.
LeBron not messing around. That time in the paint, close to the rim, smelling blood.
Washington calls timeout.
LeBron takes on such a massive responsibility season after season and has just become so devoted to maintaining his health. That's the remarkable thing about his career. He just doesn't miss time with injuries. And if you've ever watched LeBron in the offseason, in between practices, in between games, the guy is a flat-out machine.
And as a player, Brent, what are those things that you did and LeBron does to speed recovery?
Well, cheeseburgers didn't help Kevin, but his workout regime, in terms of what he does with the weight training, the yoga, the hyperbaric chambers in there to calm his body down, slow the blood flow, doing the things he does while at altitude, traveling on planes. I mean, it's quite fascinating. It sounds like science fiction, but the fact of the matter is LeBron James does it to play at this level every night.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Scott Brooks' huddle, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. We'll see if that pep talk got him going, guys.
He needs to try to get another basket this quarter because clearly his jumper is not going down right now.
Rose with the ball. Now Beal defending. LeBron kicks to Love. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, pick your poison there. If you give Love that kind of room, he's going to take advantage.
Now here's Wall. Feeds to Gortat. Passes to Beal. Here's the teardrop. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
The Cavaliers leading by 15. Now here's LeBron. Inside, Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Well, if Thompson is going to get that deep, you almost have to wrap 2 hands around him and hope he doesn't score.
That free throw good from Thompson.
And Tristan Thompson, more of a center's game in a 6'9" frame, especially with the way small ball has gone. He has the ability to hold his own down on the inside. That combination of long arms, strength, the quick jumping, and the willpower to dominate, that's put Tristan Thompson on the map.
And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Spates checked in for Gortat. Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Jordan Crawford's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Langston Galloway subbed in for John Wall. Now here's Shumpert, and so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last. And for Thompson, the downside to playing him at center is he is not a big-time shot blocker.
Well, he does have good mobility in the pick and roll, Kevin, and he covers the smaller men on the switches. But you're right, as soon as you get around the rim, sometimes Tristan Thompson is not able to get vertical and challenge some shots out there.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Cleveland moving it around. Bledsoe outside. To the inside. Thompson. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Thompson's got 12 points in just the second half.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Cavaliers.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Kevin Love.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans, they've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
And Gortat gets it to go in on the assist from Beal. Yes. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 12 rebounds. And here is James. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.